Hey guys, I'm Lindsay Kramer, and I'm going to be talking to you today briefly about my Young Living business and how it all got started for me. I'm excited to hear what everybody has to share in their videos as well from all the different leaders, and I'm sure we're going to see that everybody's story is different and unique according to just who they are and what their lives look like and the lifestyle, and there's just so many dynamics that play into this business. But for me, so my husband and I and our four girls, we farm full time. We've been farming for 10 years now, and we produce grass-fed beef, pastured pork, pastured chicken, pastured eggs, pastured lamb. So all the proteins. And I think I said this, but we've been farming for 10 years now, and we feed roughly 300 to 400 families in the Houston, Austin, and surrounding areas from our farm. We use predominantly sustainable and organic practices. But the reason why I'm telling you all of this is because what brought me into using essential oils was just a part of that lifestyle for us. We were replacing foods with, replacing bad foods with real whole foods in our diets, and we're, learning about that. But I realized that, and there, no matter how healthy you eat, there still are going to be times where we're, going to come down with something, or our bodies need a little extra support to help us, prevent certain things. And I started looking into all different forms of, natural health and alternative medicine, herbs, homeopathy, aromatherapy, essential oils, all of that. And I still dabble here and there in other methods, but one of the things that I loved the most about essential oils was that they worked so quickly and so fast, and they were just really easy to use, and they smelled amazing, most of them. So yeah, I signed up for essential oils almost 7 years ago, which is crazy to think about. I wish that I would have jumped into the business then, but it wasn't time for me yet. So I didn't start actively pursuing this as a business until January of 2014. That's when I received my very first check. And the reason why I jumped into the business at that point was I felt like there was a huge need in our community of customers and friends in our family that they were trying to be on this lifestyle journey. A lot of our people are trying to change their eating habits. A lot of our customers are in the middle of a health crisis. And I just noticed that there was a little missing component there. The foundation to any health and wellness, I truly believe, is good food and good eating habits. And although we're not all perfect all of the time, I do think that is a great foundation. And but I did want to help serve people and offer them, alternative things when their bodies needed extra help here and there. So, or daily, really, because we use them daily, right? All the day, all the live long day. So for me, I started sharing mostly through online. We've built a pretty good community of people through our lifestyle and our farm, and so it just felt very natural for me to jump in and start sharing there, and sharing about, just I talk a lot about essential oils, and I talk a lot about some of the different products that Young Living offers, but I do also talk a lot about food, and just other, holistic things that are good for our bodies. So it just felt very natural to start incorporating essential oils into that as well. We had been using them for so long, and I didn't want to keep the information to myself any longer. I wanted other people to be able to experience the full gamut of, the food and the essential oils and all the components that are sometimes overwhelming for people to tackle and figure out when they're new to all of it. So I started sharing online, and the other thing that I started doing was just putting it out there with our friends and our family and our customers that I would love to come, talk to you about essential oils and just have a little mini class for you and your friends, and we can just get together. It could be really casual, but I really think you're going to love trying essential oils. And so I, tried to get into as many homes as possible. I love people. I love connecting with them face to face. So that felt natural for me. I have to work a little harder and be more intentional through my online signups, which is great. I love them as well, and I've gotten to know so many wonderful people in my organization through essential oils that don't live near me. So I love that. But the biggest thing that I would say would be to just practice what you preach, build credibility with your community by living a lifestyle of wellness. That's super important to me, and I cannot tell you how many times a week I get an email from somebody who is in the middle of a health crisis and they're looking for answers. And they come to me because they know that I have a lot of information in my gee whiz bag in my head, but they also know that we use these things in our home every single day. And it's really important to me to practice what we preach in regards to our farm and our essential oil business. We are in a wellness industry, and so we've built credibility with people. And you can too. Anybody can do this. Just start using essential oils daily. Figure out how to make them a part of your daily routine. Although I know that none of us are going to be 100% perfect in what we eat all the time, and some of us are on different, at different spectrums as far as where we are in our journeys with health and food and all of that. But we all can start somewhere and start working towards, better steps for our health and wellness, for our families and for ourselves. So just start somewhere. And I know that not everybody is geared towards research, but I try to offer people as much meat as I can, as much education as I can. I'm super passionate about just equipping people with the right knowledge, and knowledge that's founded on good research and science. And, I feel like that helps them wrap their brains around just how essential oils work in general. So I try to give people as much meat as possible. And after I bring them in and introduce them and spark interest in the whole wellness spectrum, I really try to continue that education as they grow in their knowledge. And not everybody completely owns their health and wellness story, and that's okay. And I've had to learn that, that's just, we deal with that in our farming business as well. People think it's a great idea. They place their first order and they don't really do anything else with that. And that makes me sad for people, but at the end of the day, I feel like it is really our job to give them really good education, information, spark an interest there, and just see what happens. And so I try to do that as much as possible with people, and it's helped me a lot in my business. And as far as the actual business side of things goes, I feel like the foundation to all of it is, are you living it? But then from there, helping the people in your organization live it too, and just give them as much good quality stuff as possible. Essential Families is set up in such a educational and beautiful way, and that's what I love the most about it. There's so many classes. There's so many ways to equip the people that are coming to you for information, and so just be consistent with it. And also, it's real easy to look at other people's stories and their businesses and what they've done. But I've had to just know that I'm different, and we're all different, and our stories are all unique. And I've had to just let go of what other people are doing a lot of times, and take the good and say, oh, I want to do that. That sounds like me. That sounds like what I'm about. But the other things, just let it go and just do what feels right for you and feels true to being who you are. So I hope you found this helpful in some way, and feel free to ask me any questions. I love interacting with you, and you're welcome to reach out to me whenever you need to. Thank you so much.